Hi everybody. Today I want to talk to you a little bit about shipping. Right now I'm in my house. This is what used to be our living room. We turned it into a workroom. We do a lot of our shipping here, so I have a kind of a big mess behind me, but we keep all our shipping supplies in here. And I had some questions in the comments on other videos about shipping some items, and I'm going to talk about that here. One of the questions was asking about what sort of packaging to send things like pokers and toasting forks and generally long items and ways to protect them from bending. There's a couple of ways that we do that. One of the main things is to prevent whatever packaging you're using to prevent the item from moving around a lot. Sometimes you can use bubble wrap to accomplish that. Other times you can wad up a bunch of this heavy-duty brown paper and that'll protect the item from wobbling around. Sometimes we use cardboard and just scraps of cardboard, and you put that in around just kind of an extra layer of cardboard around the actual box that you're using to prevent it from your item from poking through. You can also get fitted boxes that would work good, like rectangular ones for skewers or long rectangular ones for fire pokers. Like I said, you'd want to put some extra layers of cardboard down at the bottom to prevent the fire poker from poking through, in addition to putting extra padding around it. In some cases, long cardboard tubes could be real handy, and those would that would keep it safe as well, provided you put either a wooden circle down at the bottom that keeps the item in, or you can use the plastic ones, but again, you're going to have to put several inches of material in front of it to prevent it from poking through. And one thing that we do sometimes for our really heavy items or weird shaped items is, let me grab it here. Sometimes we make wooden crates and we just ship our items like this. And this one's actually a really heavy duty one. Sometimes we just use plywood, but it can be rustic, it can be rough sawn lumber or whatever. This is on a smooth wood, and we just screw it together really well. We do that for some items just because a lot of times when you're ordering boxes, like, you have to buy them in quantity to get a good price. And if it's a weird shaped item, it just doesn't, we don't ship that size very often, so it's not handy. But you can build your own boxes. That's one option also. And so I think that pretty well covers the fire pokers and things like that. One example, if you have something delicate, the way you can ship is, here's a bottle opener, and we have padded envelopes that work really good for this size. And instead of just putting this in the envelope where it could have the potentiality of poking out of the envelope, depending on how much jarring and stuff the post office does to it, is you can take a piece of cardboard that's fitted to the item, like this one, and you put it on here, and then you take your piece of cardboard and you fold it in half. Let's see if I can get a straight seam here. Something like this. You put your item in here and you sandwich it, and you fold it in half all the way, and then you tape around each side of it, and that would keep this pretty well safe. And then when you put it in an envelope, that's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to poke out in any way when it's firmly sandwiched inside the cardboard. One of the other questions on delicate items was about hooks, for example. And some of you may be making the horseshoe nail hooks that we talk about in our video. We did a whole series of videos on making these little hooks. But these are the hooks if you haven't seen or heard of them yet. They are made from horseshoe nails, and they are, depending on what size, you can get different sized horseshoe nails and then turn them into hooks. And so some of them are pretty dainty. We like to use these heavy duty plastic bags, and these are, I think they're like an industrial grade bag. I'll try to put a link down in the description for this and some of the other things I'm talking about here if you don't have a good shipping supply store near you. But we like to use these baggies, and then you can pre-package the hooks if you're selling them in lots of 5 or 10 and have them ready to go. And this baggie is perfect too for your business card. You can slide it in there and see it from one side, and it makes a nice presentation. in addition to the hooks, we also like to include these little screws. And it took me a while to find these that are just the right size and everything. But they're already black, which is great. It matches the hooks perfectly, especially, you know, either if you're doing an oil finish or an actual spray paint finish. These hooks are perfect, or these little screws are perfect. And I found these on eBay. So if anybody's making these hooks, I'll put the link down there in the description so you can get them to offer with your hooks. And I'll try to include also some little bubble mailers like this that work really good for small items. I think I've covered everything. So, you know, just some of your general items you'll want to keep on hand for shipping is the bubble wrap and the brown paper, some extra cardboard, even some thin plywood if you want to try making your own boxes for certain things. But I believe that answers it. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know in the description below. Sorry, the comments below. And make sure to check out the description to see the resources I've included. And I hope you all have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.